welcome to Action Dine VR. My name is Matt, and in this one we are talking about Ghost Signal, a Stellaris game. Now, I actually picked this one up because I'd heard of Stellaris. I actually hadn't even played it at the time, but it was a game I had debated, would I play this if I bought it on the computer? And so I saw that and thought, okay, well, and I heard there was a little bit of a strategy aspect to it. I know a lot of people would refer to this game as a roguelike or roguelite, or there's a whole online debate about that whole naming system, so I'm not even going to get into that at all. But this game is interesting. It's not what I was expecting. And actually, I'm not even sure what I was expecting, really, but I think I was expecting more like a real-time strategy or something like this. But it's interesting because, the roguelite thing, that's, because you basically play until you die, and each time you play it through, you do get some resources that you can spend on things that make your next time playing the game, where you're a little more powerful, a little faster, etc., that sort of thing. So you do have some incentive to go back in and play it. And for that, it is a lot of fun, and that totally works, because after you get upgraded, you're like, oh, maybe I can get further this time, and you usually do, which is great. The game sells for $19.99. It is got a comfortable motion comfort rating. I think I would agree with that. Absolutely. I think the only thing that you would want to worry about is if you have a fear of floating, because you're just kind of floating in space. And so this one uses the kind of grip triggers to grab everything and move it around that way. So that's how that works. It is a single player game. I'm sorry. I do wish this would be a lot of fun to play with a friend. Supports sitting, standing, and room scale. Now this one, the game board isn't actually that big. This is one that would be a little easy to do, in your living room. If you had a room big enough to play it in. This one isn't that ginormous. So that one, I might want to give that one a try. If I do, I'll try to make a video out of that one. But the way you move around is kind of unusual, and I think that's what took me a while to get used to. But you really got to set up these waypoints as you move. Let's skip ahead to some action here. Here we go. So when you're holding down the A button, you get this line. You can see it coming out of the ship, and then I click it. Now, if you hit the trigger while you're doing that, another line appears out of that, and then another. So you can kind of set up waypoints. And while you're setting up these waypoints, time slows down. You've got these guys that try to ram you like that. Those guys are nuts. So you've got your different weapons. You got your lasers, and you've got some cannons, and then you've got some missiles that you have to use very sparingly. The lasers can shoot a long distance. The cannons can't. You want to use your lasers on shields, cannons on the ship itself. So there's a bit of strategy involved in maneuvering around and through some of these asteroids to try to get to the enemy you want to take out first. With the appropriate weapon, you'll need to be within range of it as well. So there is a strong strategy aspect to playing the game. But I do like this. So between let me back up here a little bit. So you get these maps. So each little thing that you beat, you just kind of move on to the next one and on to the next one until the very end. Now I know I think there's a boss in here somewhere. I actually was not planning on playing for very long, and I really got I started doing pretty well, and I kind of assumed I would die. But see, here's like the tech tree that you can uh that see, I'm not too far along with unlocking stuff quite yet. And as you progress through, I know I can find a video. Let me hang on while I find this. Okay, here we go. So here's the screen for like these different modules, these different upgrade modules that you pick up along the way, and you can use one of the currencies to upgrade those. There's also some bad ones that you can get apparently, and then you need to visit some certain people only available on certain spots to remove those bad components as well. Although I haven't had to deal with that yet, it sounds terrible. But some of these upgrades are a lot of fun and remind me of one of them had one of these like space whales fighting alongside me. It reminded me of the old Nintendo game Life Force when you had the little glowing option things floating around your ship. Yeah, that's what they looked like. You can make fun of me. That's fine. It was goofy. But yeah, there's like giant space creatures. There's giant spaceships. I wonder if I can pull up the. Oh yeah, here we go. So we got this big. So here's like a big boss battle. This is pretty tough, but I did it. Took it out. But yeah, there's a lot of like what you're doing here that so reminds me of older Nintendo games where you're just kind of like avoiding the slow moving giant bullet shot out by the oversized boss enemy. So there you have it. Well, that's just about everything. But we did not go over wall punch risk, which is very important. What would I give wall punch risk on this one? I mean, for the most part, you're just kind of flicking your wrists. There's really no throwing, swinging motions at all. I actually think 0. Leave something in the comments if you think it's if I'm wrong, and then maybe you've hit your hand on it and it's low. Like if there is some probability, but I don't think it's possible you could hurt yourself playing this one, but anything's possible, I guess. So yeah, there you have it. That's the review. I hope you like the game. I hope you check it out. I'm having a lot of fun with it. It's gotten a lot more playtime than many of the other games that I have. But I'm also into strategy games, so that's probably part of it as well. So if you're into strategy games, you might enjoy this one. It's pretty cool. It is just single player, so you won't be able to enjoy it with your friends if you have any. If you're lucky to have any. All right. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.